Well, cruises are set to return to U.S. ports in just a couple of weeks, but some Americans are already setting sail in the Caribbean. So we've got the cruise guy, Stewart Chiron. He's going to join us this morning to talk a little bit about where he is and what cruises are going to look like as we finally start to get back on these boats. So you're currently aboard the Celebrity Cruises Celebrity Millennium. What's the experience been like so far? Where are you exactly? Explain your whole location.
Well, it's Monday morning and I'm at the office, and we're actually docked in Barbados, down in the Caribbean. That's our first port of call, and it's been a surreal experience. It's my 277th cruise, first one in 16 months, and we were all a little bit curious as what the cruise experience would turn into going forward. But I can tell you, with everybody on board the ship being fully vaccinated, passengers and crew, everybody is quite comfortable walking around, and it's really nice not having to wear the masks. But we did have to provide proof of vaccination. Before getting on the plane to St. Martin, we had to fill out all kinds of documentation, which was very easy, and we had to get a COVID test. And we'll have to get a COVID test before we head back to the United States. But all I can tell you is it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. It was like waking up from a dream and I'm cruising again.
Hey, well, your Monday morning looks pretty good right now. You said 277 cruises, so it must feel good to finally get back on the boat again. Obviously very windy there, but it looks beautiful. What's the temps? How has it been?
Well, it's a lovely, I'd say it's about 78, 79 degrees. Yesterday, the weather was a little cloudy and it rained a little bit, as we were between St. Martin and Barbados here, but it didn't matter. There's only 648 people on board this cruise where they have a double occupancy of, let's say, 2,100 under normal conditions. But, Celebrity wanted to start with a smaller number, so this way they could ensure that everybody is safe, the passengers, the crew, the destinations that we're visiting, and that it could provide an example of, for other ships and other cruise lines, for the industry as an example, to move forward and get back to sailing.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that vaccinations are required for you to get on, and then all of the COVID testing. Does the ship look any different? I know for a lot of these cruise ships, it's all about kind of the buffet lines and how the food is set up, and your chairs are kind of right next to each other. Are things normal because everyone has the vaccine, or do things look differently on the ship, and that's kind of how things are going to look for right now?
That's a great question. I can certainly tell you that all of the specialty restaurants, first night we ate in a steakhouse. It was just as a normal experience. The only change in dining is in the buffet. You walk in, you wash your hands. They have hand sanitizer, and the stations that we go to for the different foods, there's no lines. But instead of us being able to self-serve ourselves, there's gloved crew members that are serving us instead. So this way, there's none of the passengers are touching any of the food, and it really makes it a very nice experience that nothing has changed in that regard.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more of even an upscale experience. Are other cruise lines also planning voyages and different cruises? So will you be able to kind of go from this one and hop onto another one pretty soon as well?
Well, the next cruise from this will be on Celebrity Edge on June 26th. That'll be the first approved sailing for cruise revenue passengers departing from a U.S. port, and that'll take place out of Port Everglades, and that ship, that sailing will also be fully vaccinated as well.
Okay.
This morning, Carnival Cruise Line announced that they'll be sailing out of Galveston beginning July 3rd, and they'll be sailing fully vaccinated as well on their two ships there. Okay,
and is Everglades, is that in Florida?
Well, Florida's another question. They're waiting to, for new developments. I know the industry is very supportive of the governor and appreciates his efforts to help get cruising, restarted. But we'll kind of see how that plays out in the next few days.
Yeah, the curiosity is high for people in San Diego. We've been seeing those cruise ships pulling into port, and everyone's like, "What's going on here?" And a lot of the crew members are just getting off to get their vaccines.
Very soon. I mean, the Caribbean. There's great opportunities in the Caribbean this summer on many cruise lines, out of, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral. Then you have Galveston, Texas, or some other ports. There's still going to be the sailings here on Celebrity Millennium out of St. Martin. You got Seabourn out of Barbados, and then you've got some incredible cruises, including Celebrity Apex, which is making her debut a year late, but she'll be doing it out of Athens, Greece on 7-night Mediterranean. So there's really a lot of opportunities for, Americans to finally get back out on the high seas.
Oh, Stewart, well, you're making us all dream of vacation. Thank you so much for all of your insight. And I know we'll be waiting to hear how things turn out here in San Diego and when people can get back on those cruises again. Thank you so much. Go take a cannonball into that pool, will you?
Fox 5 Weather, sponsored by your San Diego County Toyota.